Alright. Hey everybody, Nick Nack here, back again for another Wallace and Gromit stream. Now I did this a few minutes earlier, but there were a couple of problems with the streaming near me. So I decided to just restart it all over again and start fresh. For those who haven't seen the stream, one thing to know is that I'm doing face cam again. I decided to do this because it's the final part of the stream, as you've seen from the title and the description. And one thing I want to see is how well it will look if it were on the bottom right compared to top right, because that was one problem I kinda had when looking at my face cam, was just blocking the whole thing. So let's begin. Alright, so we're gonna start game. And let's begin. Reference from the old game, or like the last episode. Really funny, if you ask me. And like all streams, tell me if everything's good with the audio and visuals. The Bogey Man. Wonder what adventure they're gonna get to next. And because I'm playing this again, I know what to do in the first few beginnings. You get these two things, and let's wake him up.
Oh dear, Gromit. Must stop eating cheese last thing. It's given me terrible dreams. Last night I dreamt I'd accidentally become engaged to our neighbour, Miss Flit. Can you imagine? What's this? Oh no, lad. So it wasn't a bad dream after all. It's a real life-flipping nightmare. It's all coming back to me. At the fair, I found that lug nut and she thought it was a... Oh my giddy aunt. Talk about matrimonial misunderstandings. You've got to do something, Gromit. No. I've got to do something. I must go and speak to Miss Flit at once, apologise and explain it was all a terrible mistake. I'm sure Miss Flit will understand. She'll probably be relieved when she learns I wasn't proposing marriage after all. It's not as if we've much in common. Well, I suppose there's nothing for it but to, Oh, Major Crumb.
Yes? Morning, Wallace. I've come about a professional matter of the utmost delicacy and secrecy.
You have? Oh, wonderful. Step into my consulting room and tell me all about it. Seems I'm going to be tied up for a while, Gromit, on business. Why don't you go and put your ear to the ground and find out how the land lies next door?
Alright, let's go to this front door.
Great Aunt Prudence, you came so quickly.
Of course, Felicity. An urgent summons from one's only living relative and heir to one's fortune can mean only one thing. Man trouble. Now, Who is the blighter this time? I'll box his ears if he's been toying with your affections.
Oh, no trouble as such, Aunt Prudence. But, well, there has been an important development on the matrimonial front, which... Pardon me, Aunt Prudence. I think I spy an ugly little intruder. I positively loathe fungi. Come, let's go inside for a cup of tea.
Have you chamomile, child? Man trouble always makes me hackles rise and my petticoats fluster.
Well, let's check the area first.
In his spare time, he likes to tinker a little.
Tinker?
Yes, inventions and such like.
A handyman? Well, you'll obviously have to put a stop to the inventing. Certainly not in the house. Can't be tolerated.
Oh no. Far too messy and intrusive.
Well, I think you've told me all I need to hear.
And so?
So long as he doesn't leave his contraptions lying around all over the house, he sounds a very suitable suitor.
So our engagement has your blessing?
I don't see why not. Unless...
Yes?
Unless, of course... Well, he's not a member of that place, is he? That appalling country club whose name alone makes me shudder.
You mean Prickly Thicket?
Oh, yes. Oh, heavens, child, you know our family history. We Flits have never associated with those dreadful prickly thicketers.
Oh, you needn't worry, Aunt Prudence. Wallace isn't the Prickly Thicket type.
Alright, so I'm assuming they have to go tell Wallace about this.
And if they put the thumbscrew...
No answers yet in the flit case, Gromit. You may want to use some of my equipment.
That's right. Put the thumbscrews on her. Now, have you got all you need to get started?
Not quite everything.
Dash it, what more can I tell you?
This object you've lost.
Lost something? Who has? Ah, yes, I've just remembered.
Oh, you have.
Yes, something that means a great deal to me.
Go on.
Not just me, but to all of us. It's terribly important.
It is?
This is a matter of the utmost importance, Wallace, or I wouldn't have come.
I appreciate your faith in my skills, Major.
Faith has nothing to do with it. Facts are what we need, man. Cold, hard facts.
Of course. So, what have you lost?
An object. Precisely.
Can you be more specific?
I said...
Let's see if we have to listen to her again.
Of course, being next door neighbours means the parlour will be twice as large once we knock the wall down, and I'll be able to do all my repotting in the cellar.
I thought you said he did his inventing in the cellar.
Not for much longer. I'll soon get him started on another hobby. I was thinking geraniums.
So long as it's not golf, you'll have my blessing.
Oh, Aunt Prudence, Wallace really isn't the outdoorsy type. There's no chance of him joining that country club and becoming a prickly thicketer.
I should hope not. No relative of mine will ever marry a prickly thicket man, not while I have breath in my body.
More chamomile?
Oh, what happens if we use wrench? Yeah, I know. I was wondering if he was gonna throw at the window. That would have been pretty funny if you ask me. Alright, so what's that talk to
For a start,
Constable?
could you... No answers yet in the, flit case, Gromit.
That's right. Put the thumb...
Wait, what's
Well,
that talk to?
that's a poser.
An imposter? Where?
No,
Wait, let's
I'm...
listen to Reyes. If that will work.
Never mind, Gromit. I'm in consultation.
Alright, there's
Although
nothing.
we at Golden Retrieval believe the customer is always right, we may find it a little tricky to, retrieve your lost item if...
Found it, have you?
I can't put Gromit on the case until I've got all the, relevant information. No answers yet in the, flit case, Gromit. You may want to use some of my equipment.
That's right. I can identify the object perfectly well.
It's not gonna be an easy job.
No, it isn't. It's going to be deuced difficult. That's why my colleagues and I are turning to you. We only work with the best.
Oh, well, very kind of you to say so. It's not gonna be an easy job.
No, it isn't. It's going to be deuced difficult. That's why my colleagues and I are turning to you.
Any news on the flit front, lad? Oh dear. Do something, Gromit. Major Crumb?
But I won't stand for any monkey business. If you don't bring me the genuine article, I'll know in an instant.
No, what?
That's what I need you to find out. You and that bloodhound of yours. Aha! You found it! Wait. No, that's not it. You're detectives, aren't you? Aha! You found it! Wait. No, that's not it. But you'll need to be discreet. Tread softly. Ears
Oh,
peeled.
clue finder.
I
I
suppose
didn't
we
see
can
it.
start hunting for clues with my super clue snooper.
Capital idea.
Still...
And if they put the thumb screws on you, Wallace,
Oh, Gromit and I would never divulge a professional secret.
good man. Now, have you got all you need to get started?
Let's use it outside. I think maybe we could do something there. Okay, so nothing. Oh yeah, I forgot. We could go outside.
Morning, Mr. Panea.
Constable Dibbins. Delivering the mail as well this morning?
Aye, Posty's off sick. He's got the mumps and I've got the hump.
Sorry to hear that.
Her Majesty's mail must be delivered, and PC Ernest Dibbins has never shrunk from duty, even when such duties aren't even part of his blinking job description. Here's your post.
Ah,
Couldn't help but notice the coat of arms, Mr. Panea. A prickly thicket, isn't it?
happen?
So, you remember then?
Oh, aye. Practically me second home.
Is it now? That's a very interesting coincidence. I was just saying to myself the other day, Ernest Dibbins, it's time you joined a...
Oh, my. Excuse me, Constable.
What are you staring at? Get along now. Back off. Caught him trying to nick your letter. The important one from Prickly Thicket.
Oh, that's only the envelope. I've got the letter here.
Not bad news, I trust.
Oh, no. Quite the reverse. It's my turn to propose a new member.
Is it really? Well, I never.
It's a heavy responsibility. Not everyone's cut out to be a prickly thicketer. The candidate must be a gentleman of impeccable character, someone who's always there for a friend in need, a pillar of the community, and of course, a sportsman. Going to be a long search?
Not necessarily. I mean, the ideal candidate might be, somebody who's very close to you.
Oh?
Aye, somebody who's right in front of your nose, in fact.
Ah, yes, of course. You mean Mr. Wallace, my near neighbour and one of my best customers.
Wallace? He's no blinking sportsman. He don't know one end of a golf club from t'other.
Well, that's true.
And he's hardly a pillar of the community, like
Like who?
Mr. Pannier. My dear Mr. Pannier, who watches over this town centre like a shepherd watches his flock. Who sees to it that everybody stays on the straight and narrow.
Oh, you mean you? But don't forget, you forgot to find me after that business with the bad bangers last month.
Only on account of me soft heart. It's me only failing. But don't start getting ideas. I'll let you off with a warning once, but just once.
Of course, Constable.
Now, you better start getting these crates put away. They're blocking a public thoroughfare.
Oh dear, not more crates.
Good day, Mr. Pannier. I'll leave you to think things out. Out of me way, you.
Don't suppose you can use a few crates of super sticky nut butter, can you? I ordered 5 tubs, but the daft ha'porth at warehouse put me down for 500. How am I supposed to shift 500 tubs of super sticky nut butter? Wait a minute. Take this home to your master. Free sample, courtesy of Pannier's Produce. If you don't like it, you can always use it to fill in cracks before decorating. Hey up, Gromit, where'd you come from? I weren't really thinking straight when I said your master might be prickly thicket material. He's a right good bloke, your Wallace. But, like the PC says, if he's a sportsman, I'm a banana.
How did he come back again? Let's just see if this...
Closed by order of the law, and all on account of a teeny tiny mouse. Oof, ridiculous, really. But you know Constable Dibbins. He'll let a lot of things go, but he's a stickler when it comes to vermin. Hey up, Gromit! And Mr. Muzzle seemed like such a nice man. Whoever would have thought he'd turn out a reet villain? Ooh, careful with that. It's my last one, and it's reserved for Mr. Pannier. I couldn't help noticing that little item in the society section. The one about your master and Miss Flit. It's true, then. Been keeping it a secret, those sly devils. Ooh, it's all over tip papers this morning. How Monty Muzzle's fundraising funfair was a big fake, and how a certain ice cream vendor and his dog brung him to justice.
Oh, shit. I gotta know if they're still there.
Hey, you're the mutt. What's responsible for my incarceration, huh?
He's
No
still
hard
there.
feelings, mate. Come here. I've got a little present for you. Pleasant accommodations so far as jail cells go. Pillows could be a bit plumper, but I ain't complaining. Anyway, my lawyers are on the case. They ought to be out in a fortnight at the latest.
Alright, I might as well take it out. Let's see what... Oh. Nothing. I wonder if the fair's still there. I guess not.
No, Mother, not Icky Cricket, Prickly Thicket, a country club. Your Ernies may soon be joining a country club. What do you think of that?
Oh, let's try Clue Finder. Let's see if this will work. So, wrench, no. Scissors, no. Nothing there.
Now, have you got all you need to get...
No answer.
That's right. Yes, I just remembered.
Oh, you have.
Yes, something that means a great deal. Aha! You found it! Wait. No, that's not it. This is a matter of the utmost importance, Wallace, or I wouldn't have come.
I appreciate your faith in my skills, Major.
Faith has nothing to do with it. Facts are what we need, man. Cold, hard facts.
Of course. So, what have you lost?
Now I'm stumped. I have no idea what to do. Oh well.
Your master didn't want it, is that what you're saying? Put it there with the others. I'll move it inside when I've cleared some space. Can't really leave these crates in the street all day.
Ah, my good friend Panea. Glad to see you doing your civic duty.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't want to presume on our friendship.
That's why I've always respected you, Mr. Panea. Never one to take advantage of powerful friends. You know, when push comes to shove, the law must be obeyed.
Honor, duty, and golf. That's the Prickly Thicket motto.
And a fine motto it is. A motto I could easily live by if, say, someone were to invite me to join the club.
Say no more, Constable. I've thought it over.
Oh, dear.
Pinky neck!
Crikey!
What kind of trick is this?
Trick? No trick. Just a little mix-up. Optical illusion. If you'll just turn the other way for a moment, I'll
Turn the other way? I am an officer of the law, Mr. Panea.
But our friendship.
I'm sorry, Mr. Panea, but vermin's vermin, and vermin trumps friendship every time.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
So, that's how it's going to be, is it? Hey up, Gromit. Where'd you come from? I weren't really thinking straight when I said your master might be prickly thicket material. He's a right good bloke, your Wallace. But, like the PC says, if he's a sportsman, I'm a banana.
So, how do we get there?
I'm prepared to give your master a very good price on nut butter if he buys in quantity.
Guessing we have to go to Constable to see if that does anything.
Hey up, Gromit!
Oh, it's you. Looking for a policeman or a postman? I'm doing double duty. No letters for you today?
I'm running out of room in my shop. What am I going to do with all this nut butter?
Oh, let's go back and talk to Gabrielle. See if that does anything.
Hey up, Gromit! You be sure and give Wallace my felicitations. The sly devil.
Let's use the eavesdropper again.
Well, of course they want me, Mother. Why do you sound so surprised about that? Why shouldn't a country club want me for a member?
Hey, it's good to have young'uns about flat again.
He just popped out again out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm pretty stumped right now. And I got nothing. Damn. You know what, I'm gonna have to use a guy. Sorry about that, people. But damn, this puzzle is a bit confusing. Oh, so
It's not gonna be an easy job. No answer.
That's right, but I won't stand for any monkey
so I
business.
have to use
If
this.
you don't bring me the genuine article, I'll know in an instant.
No, what?
That's what I need you to find out. You and that bloodhound.
Ah, that was another clever puzzle by Telltale, I do
Hey
think.
up, Gromit!
So
Closed you down, did he? Oh, the constable's in a right grumpy mood today, ain't he?
And I thought we were mates. Almost invited him to join me country club, I did.
Oh, well, you've saved yourself a lot of regrets. Here, this ought to soften the blow.
Extreme putting. I've been looking forward to this issue. There's supposed to be an in-depth feature on the merits of natural rubber grips versus synthetic. Hello? What's this? Lincoln Nora. Is that who I think it is?
Well, I'll be. That's our Wallace, that is. Rookie of the Year.
I didn't even know he played golf.
Oh, he's a man of mystery and no mistake.
Yes.
What you thinking, Pat?
Constable Dibbins, this is a pleasant surprise. What brings you to,
Here, package for you.
What do you suppose this is about? It's from Prickly Thicket. Well, I never. They're inviting me to become a member. And they've even enclosed the club's official tank top. Imagine that, lad. A country club. Ho ho! We're going up in the world, eh, Gromit? Miss Flit.
Please, Wallace, you needn't be so formal. Not after yesterday. Call me Felicity.
Yes. About yesterday.
I did leave you hanging in suspense, rather, didn't I? Naughty me. But I do have an answer for you now.
You do?
I couldn't take a step of this magnitude without first consulting my great aunt Prudence. And you'll be delighted to know she has given us her blessing. Isn't that wonderful? Her only caveat, and it's almost too ridiculous to mention, is that she forbids us to marry if you're a member of...
We reject the sticky wicket, that and ball of cursed cricket.
Duncan. Oh, that's so messed up.
To stick it, golf for us is just the ticket. Hurrah! Hurrah for Prickly Thicket!
Brother Wallace is duly sworn in co-conformance with prickly protocol. Devil if I ken why it had to be Wallace, but what's done's done. Welcome to the club, Wallace. We await the opening whack. Swing that club, you tube! What's he doing here?
It's Constable Dibbins.
Stop in the name of the law! I hereby announce that in violation of Municipal Bylaw number 486, as relating to sports and social clubs use of, this club is to be closed forthwith.
This is most irregular.
Bylaws state, and I quote, every registered golf and country club must be in possession of no fewer than one fully functioning golf course.
Oh, yes. That bylaw.
Pardon if I'm a bit, shaky on the upswing, but are you saying that...
We don't actually have a golf course. Not at the moment, anyway.
Had one once. Dashed fine one it was, too.
But the deed was lost.
Somewhere within the walls of this club.
Some little time ago.
1649?
Rotten year.
It's a long and terrible story.
It's history.
And as of tomorrow morning, Prickly Thicket'll be history too. Enjoy your last day at the club, gentlemen.
Well, there's only one thing for it, I reckon. Like the Booby Bobby said, let's enjoy our last day at the club.
Capital idea. Perhaps I can get a game of chess in before ticket.
I still need to work on me cushion technique.
Pardon me, but PC Dibbins is going to shut Prickly Thicket Golf Club because it hasn't got a golf course.
That's terrible cheek.
And it hasn't got a golf course because the deed proving its existence is lost.
Yes.
Deed?
Aye, that's
Well
right.
then, there's nothing for it but to find the deed.
Easier said than done, laddie.
Prickly thicketers have been searching for centuries.
Impossible quest, Wallace.
Impossibilities are our speciality at Golden Retrieval.
Of course. Now I remember. That's what I hired you fellows to
Oh,
find.
finally!
The deed to Prickly Thicket Golf Course.
Finally, we know what he was
Clue finder.
trying to
Ought to
find.
come in handy for finding clues. Eureka! A clue! The golden key shall only be obtained by him who earned it. The golfer who, without a clue, took up the game and learned it. To hook and slice is never nice unless ye have direction. A book depicts in stages 6 the order of perfection.
Aha! I've got it now.
You have?
Rook to pawn 3.
I'm still missing a clue or two.
Alright, so I have to find a book. Driver to find it.
There's bound to be a clue nearby. If I could just round up all the clues in the vicinity, I could begin to unravel this mystery. What's this? Behold the foolish puppy dog, he keepeth very busy. He seeketh for the silver key, and spinneth till he's dizzy. The hours pass, he stoppeth not, in daytime nor in nighttime. Methinks he'll findeth not his prize, until you see the right time. Lincoln Nora, this is a riddle and no mistake.
Call that poetry, Wallace.
I think it's a clue, Major Crumb. I can't make a proper start on this job till I found all the clues. Could this
There
be
we
a
go.
clue?
I think that's the last one.
Only the
clue-
man who
clues.
has mastered the Ganges and made the impossible shot is worthy to pocket the porcelain key that will slide in the porcelain slot.
Master the Ganges? Does that mean the river? Or could it mean...
Could it mean what?
Nothing. Just a silly superstition.
Quite an honor. Mr. McBiscuit being elected chairman, I mean.
Oh, honour has nothing to do with it.
We don't hold elections for the chairmanship here, Wallace. We play for it, like men in the chairman's tournament.
Oh, and how long has Duncan held the seat?
Ever since he won the chairman's tournament.
Call yourself a detective? You're not paying attention, Wallace.
Let's see what can just be used for.
You're welcome to watch, Wallace, but don't stand in me light. Oh, this is most discombobulating.
So like. And what's this time go for?
Tee-hee time, everybody. Time for a joke. I say. I'm wearing my lucky golf socks today.
Lucky golf socks? What the devil are lucky golf socks?
The pair with a hole in one.
A sock with a hole in one!
Let's see if we could see it now.
It's hopeless.
Oh, that's a clue right there.
Be careful with that book. It's our greatest treasure. The golfer's path to perfection. Aye, our first chairman spent his whole life devising this system, but now it's lost to history. All that remains of the path is the sixth and final step.
Let's see. Being a unique full proof can.
Major Crom, you've no wish to see Prickly Thicket closed down.
Heaven forbid!
So perhaps you could help me recover the deed.
Helping others? Out of the question. Against club rules. What? Tea time already? So it is, so it is. Thank you, my good man. Here's something for your efforts.
Clever workmanship.
That there's our brass butler.
Built by Goodman Vittles in 1648.
Oh, wow. 648, heck.
Ah, time to tee off. Now, who am I gonna humiliate today? Wallace, now is it? Is that the best we can do for a challenger? Now, watch how it's done, laddie. Did you see that? Hole in one! Am I a McBiscuit, or am I a McBiscuit? Your turn, Wallace. Unless you want to throw in the towel. Pick a club.
Okay, sorry, took up the game. Alright, so I'm guessing I need this one. Okay, so it's never nice. Took the game order. Let's try this.
Crimmins, are you daft, man? Swinging a club like that in a game like this? Try it again with a proper iron.
Let's try it. Just forward.
Crimmins, are you daft, man? Swinging a...
Alright, so I'm guessing. Might as well use hooking then.
It's your turn, so take a shot. You can swing from the laddie's tee right there, or the lassie's tee down there. For you, I'd recommend the lassie's tee. That wouldn't be my club now, would it?
Oh.
How does he do it, you ask? Talent. Sheer talent. Not really cricket to make you keep playing, Wallace, but if you're set on it, there are the clubs.
Fancy a friendly game of golf?
Can't. Ain't teeing off time yet.
What the heck?
I'll hold the pose a while, in case anyone's of a mind to take a wee picture. Your turn, Wallace. Or did you want to give up? How many strokes you reckon it'll take him to get off the tee? Show us your best, Wallace. Pick your club and tee.
No clue. I'd really rather...
Damn this. It's hard.
Looks effortless, I know. And to tell the truth, it is effortless. Now for the comic relief.
And he fails again. Dang it. Golden Keystone.
There's a reason some of us are chairman of the club and others are top of the flops. Your turn, Wallace. Giving up, eh? I'll take that club back if you don't mind. You gave it your best shot. Not your fault you're hopeless.
Dang it. What happens if we go to town?
You know all about hidden objects, don't you? What in heaven's name happened to him? No clues in here. Can't take tea today, lad. Prickly thickets on a bit of a sticky wicket. And only golden retrieval can save the day. Grab our detection kit and let's... What's up, Chuck? Good afternoon, ladies. Is there anything I can do for you?
Wallace!
Oh, dear me.
My grandniece is a tender-hearted girl, Mr. Wallace. She hates to see a man ruin his life.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Mrs.
It's Miss Flit, actually. And I make it a rule never to shake hands with individuals who belong to certain organizations. Golf is a barbaric practice, Mr. Wallace. Those caught in its snares inevitably descend into squalor, destitution, and madness. It's all there in this little booklet.
Save yourself, Wallace!
I've enjoyed our little chat, Miss Flit. And a great pleasure meeting you, Miss Flit. But, Mustache?
Please, try to turn your life around, Wallace.
Awfully pressed for time, Gromit. Would you mind attending to our guests?
Could we have a clean handkerchief, please?
What's the reject? Can't take off. Sauce.
Closed on account of vermin. It's a regular plague. Oh, poor Mr. Paneer.
How do, Wallace? How goes your first and last day at your new club?
Couldn't you see fit to spare Prickly Thicket, Constable Dibbins?
Quite devoted to the place, ain't you? Considering you only got sworn in this morning.
It's only that, well, the club has such a long history and,
Aye, an history of decline and fall, and blatant discrimination when it comes to new members.
I beg your pardon?
They don't know what they missed out on, passing over a crack golfer like me. I could have put Prickly Thicket back on map. I could have showed them that...
Showed them what?
It wouldn't mean anything to you, Wallace, but plenty of clubs are killed to have a member who knows the Ganges grip.
Oh, what happens if we go secondary?
Oh dear, that was 10 pence. Must fix this hole in my pocket. Oh dear, that... Afraid I can't quite make out what you're saying.
The missus had some of that Mr. Panier's fancy nut butter. Now she can't open a gob.
Oh dear, sticky situation that.
I know. Wonder if he's got any more.
Okay, no.
Super sticky nut butter. Awfully public-spirited of the constable to take over postal delivery. Either that clock's wrong or I am. Springs could do with a bit of tensioning.
Nonsense. Clock's on thicket time, that's all.
Clock could do with a bit of minor maintenance. $8 o'clock? Oh, of course. Silly of me.
Oh! Nice. So I think that's that must be a clue.
Oh, the Prickly Thicket anthem always brings a tear to me eye.
Clock could do with a bit of my... This clock seems slightly cuckoo.
Tea time again? Well, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, this is getting pretty difficult. Can see what I have to do. Sorry about that, people.
Thank you. That'll be all, Jeeves.
Hee time, everybody. Time for a joke. Fella invites his new neighbour to join him for a round of golf. Neighbour's never played golf before.
Oh, yes. Awfully decent. Very public-spirited.
Everything's fine till they get to the 7th hole, when the neighbour hits his ball into the bunker. He whacks it and whacks it, but can't get it out of the sand. You're not using the right club, says his friend. I haven't got it anymore, says the neighbour.
Hasn't got it? Why in heaven's name not?
'Cause you told me to eat me sandwich before we came out.
Eat me sandwich!
Now then, I wonder...
Crivens! He has found it! He's found
It's
it!
the silver key.
The Complete Gomeril's Guide to Golf.
My Grandpa Rory were a great one for self-improvement.
Ball in the rough, eh?
Aye, Grandpa Rory had his share of heartaches.
Quite a talker, eh?
Grandpa Rory knew how to tell a tale, so they say.
Yeah, you know what? Sorry about that, people. Gonna have to use the guy to help me out. Because I'm pretty clueless at this shit. But yeah, porcelain town. Oh,
Looks like a match.
well. Alright, so put the... Alright, the tea time bell.
Ah, time to tee off. Now, who am I gonna humiliate today? Wallace, now is it? Is that the best we can do for a No.
Alright, I'm gonna have to skip all this dialogue because we know what happens.
And another one straight into the cup. McBasket's on a roll today, ladies and gentlemen. Choose your weapon, Wallace, if you still got the guts.
Hope you want to use this, the red one.
Here comes the fiend of the fairway. Gonna swing from the big boys' tee this time, are you, Wallace?
Alright, so... Alright, Sorry, I'm reading it right now. It's... When Duncan is driving, he's very quick on still. Oh dang it, I messed up.
A legend in me own time. No shame if you want to run away crying like a wee bairn. If not, there are the clubs.
See that? By heck, the chairman's missed his shot.
No, I never. That were the rubbish club what missed it. Well, your turn. Pick a club.
Switch your yellow to the blue one. Again, use the front spot. Oh! Now I get what the puzzle's about. Nice.
Crevance! He did it again. He missed another shot.
Something's not right. What's going on? All right then. Which club are you going to use? Stand back, everyone! The pro's going to show us how it's done. Step up to the tee, Wallace.
Oh, that was a clever puzzle again.
Look, Wallace sunk the ball.
No, he never. It's a trick. He...
Crevance! Crikey! Golden key!
No, the key!
Gold key, gold lock.
Yeah, sorry that I'm using a guide on this. I'm just having trouble at some of these puzzles. These well-designed puzzles, may I add. So... And they're still crying.
A glass of milk?
Makes a change for the sort of tipple you imbibe at your club, I'll venture. Very good. Drink your milk. At least that's a wholesome activity.
Do you think it will restore his senses, Aunt Prudence?
There's always hope.
Oh, that stamp's not been franked. I'll just...
Attend to your guests, Mr. Wallace.
Lovely time. Mustache.
Shouldn't you be sipping cocktails at this hour with all your new friends at the club, Wallace?
Here you are, Mrs. Gabberly. This ought to do the trick.
Oh, I can talk again.
Now look what you've done, Wallace.
And I'll have a few choice words for you tonight.
I wonder, Mrs. Gabberly, would you mind awfully if I, dip the handle of my golf club into your sticky nut butter?
If it'll help you with your detective work, help yourself. I want nothing more to do with the stuff.
Much obliged. Now then, about the Ganges grip. I was wondering...
You're holding the blinking club upside down. Give me that. The trick is to... Hey, think you can steal me secrets, do you? All right, take a gander at this. There now. Catch that, did you? Oh. What trick are you trying to pull, Wallace? Take your pigging club and bug off, Wallace. I haven't got time for all your shenanigans.
Much obliged, Constable.
Alright, so I got the signature strip on the snooker balls.
Crikey O'Reilly, this is most irregular.
Oh, the Ganges grip.
I told you, Paneer, there's no such...
Oh wow!
By heavens, he's porcelain key!
Talk about a hole-in-one.
The porcelain key that will slide in the porcelain slot.
Oh wow.
It's the deed.
Well, it appears to be genuine.
So you see, PC Plod, Prickly Thicket has a wee golf course after all.
I see. And where is this land exactly?
Well...
If you can't even establish that, gentlemen, I don't see how...
Gangway! Used to be in reconnaissance, don't you know? Damn hand at topography. Let me see now. Bit of a rise to the north, river bisecting the 11th fairway, grove of oaks to the west. Interesting.
What is it?
Naturally, some of the landmarks have disappeared in the intervening years, but if my guess is correct, the 18th green is located precisely on the spot of ground now known as...
62 West Wallaby Street.
Well, I'll be.
And it's not just my house that's in danger. If Chairman McBiscuit gets his way, the golf course will end up covering most of the...
But I'm still jiggered if I understand why you're playing golf through the middle of town.
If I win the chairman's tournament, I'll be named chairman of Prickly Thicket, Mrs. Gabberly. It's only the club chairman who can call off the wrecking ball.
Why's the chairman's tournament got to be played here?
Well, as the deeds show, Mrs. G, we're standing on the site of the original Prickly Thicket golf course. You see, it's all very logical if you stop to think about it.
And Chairman McBiscuit sinks his putt. moving him to 20 under par.
But let's face it, Pat. You haven't a prayer.
Oh, I'm not chucking in the trilby just yet. I've still 2 holes to play, remember? And I've got one clear advantage. The greatest helper a golfer ever had. Me remote-activated auto caddy. Watch this.
That's so much fun.
Oh, here, Gromit. How'd you like to man the controls for a while, eh?
Get away with you. Give up now while you're still behind. Have you not been humiliated enough?
Not by half. Which way to the next tee?
Well, let's make things interesting at least. 2 holes left to play. The wee short hole starts here, and it ends right over there.
What a shot! All in one for Chairman McBiscuit. He's on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. Now he swaggers to the 18th tee.
The long hole starts right here, and it ends...
Wow! By heck, what a Bobby Dazzler! Clean out of sight.
Why, Paneer, where's it going to come down then?
Let me see now. The 18th hole. Yes, that would be 62 West Wallaby Street.
Oh, yeah. Now, you can play the 2 holes in either order. Play them both at the same time if you like. First man to finish, the pair of them wins the tournament. What do you say?
I say, that's a very sporting offer. I accept.
Right then, afraid I haven't got time to hang around here and watch you muff your shots. I've a victory party to get to. You'd best follow me back to the 18th green, Paneer. You'll not want to miss commentating on my match-winning putt.
Now then, which hole shall we tackle first? Let's give the short hole a try. Oh dear, that's going to be a tough shot.
A spectacular shot, ladies and gentlemen. Spectacularly bad, that is. Straight into the sewer. Another stroke of misfortune for the underdog Wallace.
Nothing for it but to take the plunge, eh, lad? Not exactly a picnic in the garden, but at least it's dry down here, eh, Chuck? Now to locate the ball and chip it back out. Shouldn't be too difficult to ask. Oh dear. Perhaps me auto caddy can tell me what to do here. Hey!
Since those are mushrooms, I'm assuming we have to go back here. Maybe like get Miss Foot or something.
And we're back, broadcasting live from the Prickly Thicket Chairman's Tournament here at beautiful 62 West Wallaby Street. If you're just joining us, I'm Mr. Paneer, and I'm here with top-seeded player Duncan McBiscuit. We're on the green of the 18th hole. At least, we think this is the green for the 18th hole. To be honest, we're having a right old to-do trying to find the actual hole.
Are you positive this is the spot?
Well, I copied me notes straight from the old deed. 13 lengths southwest of the tree, it says. Maybe you're measuring with the wrong club.
There's only one official prickly thicket measuring club, and this is it.
Yes, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The thrilling finale to a thrilling contest. Stay tuned and you won't want to miss a moment of the drama.
Oh, listeners, it isn't over yet. Not till the ball...
Mushrooms?
There, my dear.
Oh, it's only Gromit.
Oh, so much fun.
If only you could reason with him, Gromit. But how could you? You're just a dumb animal. He'll find life is a deadly addiction. An affliction that will lead him to a dark and terrible place. But when he finally hits rock bottom, I shall run to his side.
You've the patience of a saint, my dear.
Thank you, Great Aunt Prudence. Has it happened? Has poor Wallace been ruined by golf? I can't bear this weight much longer.
Patience, Felicity.
Perhaps I could turn the radio on, just for a moment.
Restrain yourself.
Yes, ladies and gents, this could be it. We could be on the verge of the gale-winning putt. If only Chairman McBiscuit can find the hole.
Turn that off.
Duncan McBiscuit. He's one of them too.
They're all the same, my dear.
No progress on the golfing front, I'm afraid. Looking for a ball in this mushroom patch is like looking for a needle in the proverbial. I'll give it a shot. No use, I'm afraid.
Time from the scoreboard from the news stations.
Biscuit is the reigning champion and long-time chairman of the Prickly Thicket Country. A wrecking ball, they call it, and what a backswing! What follow through! McBiscuit has chosen to use a 9-iron here, and it appears to be doing the trick. He's managed to pry off a half-dozen. Ah, me joke book. Oh, this is a good one. I say. Might surprise you to hear it, but I'm a scratch golfer and all.
You? A scratch golfer?
That's right. I write down all me good scores and scratch off all the bad ones.
And scratch off all the bad ones! Scratch
Weather remains excellent on this tournament day. How's Wallace doing? He's at about... That's a good question. I'd better check on Wallace. Me listeners won't want to miss anything important.
Mushrooms?
There, my dear.
Oh,
There he is, and there's no polite way to say this, down in the sewer, flailing about with his clubs in the filth. And they called him the Rookie of the Year. Who would have thought Wallace would end up down there?
mercy!
It's happened. Just as I said it would. He's finally hit rock bottom.
And only I can save him, his angel of mercy. I'm coming, my poor, addle-headed, golfing fool.
Alright, that's it.
There's our Wallace now. Still down below, it seems, stuck somewhere in the town's underground waste disposal labyrinth. I shudder to think what's going on down there, I really do, as you hear tales of the sewers. Dark. Down there in the darkness, in the stench, and I'm reminded of a little joke, which is, what vegetable in the produce shop makes the...
Oh, there you are, Gromit. No luck down here, I'm afraid. If only these pesky mushrooms hadn't...
Wallace!
Miss Flint?
So it's true! You finally hit rock bottom! As great Aunt Prudence said you would! It had to happen, I know, but oh, so quickly! No matter, your angel of mercy has come for you. I will lift you from this place of degradation back into the light. I'll wipe your burning brow and nurse you back to health. I'll surround you with flowers and music and mushrooms. Out of here! Get me out of here!
Oh, you poor thing, you've had a fright.
Everywhere! Mushrooms!
Come up to the flat, love. I'll fix you a nice cup of tea.
I'm not sure I know what to make of that, lad. Do you? Don't move the ball, Gromit. That's cheating.
And we're still waiting for Wallace to emerge from the sewer. Watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
Now, which club to use? What do you think, lad?
Well, it's about time.
It's in the cup, ladies and gents. Wallace has sunk his ball.
Bringing his score down to just, let me see, 198, 213, 235 over par. But the tournament ain't over yet.
You know, Gromit, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this game. I'll take the controls now, lad. It'll take a good, strong club to get me all the way to West Wallaby Street. Which one to choose? Ah, me blistering iron. Pity the flag isn't in the post box, eh, Gromit? Got to play the ball from where it lies, I reckon. Oi, Gromit! Any sign of the ball yet, lad?
Quick then! Wallace Wallace's ball! Och, no! This hallway ain't big enough for the both of us. You didn't see that, and neither did you.
See what? He appears to...
Alright, let's go back outside.
Found the ball, lad. Now, how to get there from here?
Alright, where's Wallace again?
Hey, drop that. Do something, Gromit.
Alright, let's see.
Another try? All right.
What's this? You did it! He did it, ladies and gentlemen. Wallace has completed the 18th hole of the ancient but rediscovered prickly thicket course. And considering Chairman McBiscuit still hasn't even located the 18th hole, I hereby declare Wallace winner of the Chairman's Tournament and the new Chairman of Prickly Thicket.
Nice.
It's true, then.
Indeed it is. The long reign of Duncan McBiscuit has come to an end.
All hail
Chairman
Wallace!
Oh, no need to make a fuss on my account.
Oh, but there is, Wallace. Heard the entire game on the wireless. This is a new beginning for Prickly Thicket.
Aye, an era of peace and goodwill and justice for all. Right, Wallace?
That is... yes, I certainly hope so. As Gromit will attest, I've always been very... Gromit! No dogs allowed in the club, lad. You'll have to wait outside. Now, for my first official act as chairman...
3 trumpets for all?
No, Major Crumb. My first official act will be to tear up old Roaring McBiscuit's deed and to save West Wallaby Street from the bulldozer.
Ah, of course. Jolly good, jolly good. You carry on, Wallace.
Where is he? Where is that wee boggin bampot?
You mean Chairman Wallace?
He's around the corner, tearing up the deed.
He cannot do that!
Oh, but he can. Tournament's over, and he won it fair and square.
But you're forgetting about the sudden death round.
Sudden death?
Aye, the round where I make sure he meets a sudden death.
Oh, dear.
Don't touch him. The gentleman here, let's settle this.
Stop in the name of the law! I hereby serve notice for immediate closure. Aye, again. For violation of local bylaw number 682, which prohibits the feeding of Polyporus pilus, commonly known as the ball-shaped mushroom Tuscurus calinensis, or your common garden grey squirrel, and As the offence took place on Prickly Thicket property, I've no choice but to...
Knock it up, knock it down and bury the remains, and we're here to see you do your duty.
That's right. Prickly Thicket has caused quite enough trouble.
Kindly point me to the chair.
It is too late to say
And those who don't obey the law has to take consequences.
Who's been mucking about with me oscillating fans? It don't oscillate no more.
Suppose I'd better join them. Miss anything important, have I?
Well, I haven't actually done anything yet. As you can see, we're packed like a pressure cooker full of sardines. And I wanted to discuss our options before...
Discuss? Poppycock, are you a waffler or a leader, Wallace?
Well, that is
Wafflers, waffle. Leaders, act. It's a trap.
Everything's under control. I'm sure there's a simple way to deactivate the lock.
Oh, damn.
A sand trap.
No need to
pretty dark.
panic. I have an idea. But to put it into effect, I'll need to shift over to the window. Constable Dibbins, would it be possible for you to shift over a bit?
Neither possible nor permissible under current building regulations.
Major Crumb, could you slide into the empty space?
Flanking maneuver, eh?
Ah, nice. I really gonna enjoy this myself.
Constable Dibbins, if you can move over...
I'll give the orders here if you don't mind. And I'm ordering myself to move over. You realise, Mr. Pannier, we could have avoided this outcome if you'd have chose a different candidate for membership.
You're in the club now, ain't you? Satisfied?
Keep your distance, young man.
Could you shift over a bit, Mrs. Gabberley?
Oh, I'll have a go.
Now, Miss Flit, if you could simply shift your weight, into the empty space.
This is intolerable.
Miss Flit, I wonder if you could just wiggle over...
Pardon?
Into the empty space.
Oh.
Mr. Pannier, if you wouldn't mind sliding over.
Like this?
Pardon me, Mr. McBiscuit. Could you perhaps shift your weight over a bit?
I'd like to shift my fist onto your hooter for getting us into this scrape.
Dunk, please.
All right, lassie, all right.
Major Crumb?
One step ahead of you, Wallace.
That's it. Move into striking range. Come a little closer. I want to give you a hug.
Oh, sorry.
Constable Dibbins?
Perhaps I will, perhaps I won't.
Mrs. Gabberley?
Say no more, Pat.
I refuse to allow it.
Now, Miss Flit, if you could...
Next to you.
But Aunt Prudence.
A lady must preserve some standards of decorum.
Miss Flit, could you...
Hello, Felicity.
Duncan?
Why'd you do it, Felicity? Why'd you want to throw me over for a numpty like Wallace?
I'm not interested in Wallace anymore. I'm not interested in any man who golfs.
Aye, but I'd have given it up for you, lassie.
Good.
Aye, from the moment you first brushed me off, I kent you were the one for me. I tried to put my feelings into rhyme, but I'm nae good with words.
Your eyes are as deep as the murkiest lake. Your teeth are as straight as Blackpool Rock.
You remember it?
Of course I did. Your eyes aren't too shabby either.
They're referencing the past episode.
Now, Mr. Paneer, if you...
Move over, I know.
Mr. McBiscuit?
Shit your gaggy, I'm shifting.
Miss Flit, could you possibly just...
Next to a man like...
That's it. Move into strike.
There we go.
Come a little closer. I want to give you a hug.
Dang it. So.
What a...
That's it.
Now,
Next.
But
Alright, so. Come on, please. Please move. Come on.
Come a little closer. I want to...
Dang it.
Keep your distance.
Miss...
Next.
But
Now.
Come on, please move. Please. There we go.
And Here we are. Oh, much obliged,
There we
everyone.
go.
Now I can put my plan into effect. Help! Gromit! Do something! Help! Save us, lad! The sands of time are
Oh, damn.
out! Help!
Damn.
What's going on out there, Gromit? Lend a hand, lad! Shift a pull!
Help! Get us out of here! Help! Help, I say! Help! Help! Please, help!
Help! I'm trapped! I can't move my arms at all! Will you... No! Not... Help! Please!
Oh, help! It's Mr. Paneer here! Please help us! We can't get out!
Help! Help! Is anybody there? Somebody help us, please! Gromit! Help! Help anybody! Anyone there?
Help! Help! We're in a terrible situation here! Will somebody help us, please? Help!
Help! Will someone open this door? We need some help! Will someone get us out of here? We're suffocating in here!
Oh, the help! I say! Oh dear! Oh, what a carry-on! What a kerfuffle! I say! Oh, help! Help! Somebody! We're trapped! Trapped! Oh!
Oh, dear.
Get us out of here!
Oh, yeah, I think I know what to do. What's the put this back here?
Gromit! What's taking you so long, lad? Help! What's going on out there, Gromit?
Alright, so let's see here.
Lend a hand, lad! Shift a pull!
Help! Get us out of here! Help! Help, I say! Help! Help! Please, help!
Help! I'm trapped! I can't move my arms at all! Will you... No! Not... Help! Please!
Oh, help! It's Mr. Paneer here! Please help us! We can't get out!
Help! Help! Is anybody there? Somebody help us, please! Gromit! Help! Help anybody! Anyone there?
Help! Help! We're in a terrible asphyxiation here! Will somebody help us, please? Help!
Help! Will someone open this door? We need some help! Will someone get us out of here? We're suffocating in here!
Oh, help! I say! Oh dear! Oh, what a carry-on! What a kerfuffle! I say! Oh, help! Help! Somebody! We're trapped! Trapped! Ooh!
I'm so hungry.
Get us out of here!
Alright, I'm gonna have to use the guy. Hey.
What's taking you so long, lad?
Oh, it's so awesome.
Help!
Oh, I totally messed up. Supposedly.
What's going on out there, Gromit? Lend a hand, lad! Shift the pull!
So,
Help! Get us out of here! Help! Help, I say! Help! Help! Please help!
Help! I'm trapped! I can't move my arms at all! Will you... No! No! Help! Please!
Help! Help! It's Mr. Paneer here! Please help us! We can't get out!
Help! Help! Is anybody there? Somebody help us, please!
alright, so let's see.
Help! Help anybody! Anyone there?
Help! Help! We're in a terrible situation here! Will somebody help us, please? Help!
Help! Will someone open this door? We need some help! Will someone get us out of here? We're suffocating in here!
Oh, help! I say! Oh dear! Oh, what a carry-on! What a kerfuffle! I say! Oh, help! Help! Somebody! We're trapped! Trapped! Ooh!
Oh, wow. Wow, another smart puzzle.
Get us out of here!
Alright, now let's see if we can pick him out.
Phew! Thanks, lad. Close friends are a fine thing, but that was a bit too close.
Well, why people are so keen on country clubs is a mystery to me.
Then you meant what you said in there about quitting Prickly Thicket?
For you, my little sprig of healing
Just
heather.
a second,
Anything.
Felicity. I don't think I've been introduced to the stone man.
Romantic.
Sand bath! Most invigorating. Cleans out the pores. Reminds me of the good old days in the Sahara.
You know, Constable Dibbins, I hear on grapevine there may be another, opening at Prickly Thicket.
And I've heard a certain grocery shop may be reopening soon too.
Nice.
Well, old chum, I'd say Golden Retrieval's first professional investigation has gone rather...
Wallace, this is rather awkward for me to say. I mean, I know your feelings about me.
Oh, You do?
You see, in the heat of adversity, I've discovered that my heart belongs to another.
Ah, righto.
So, please, don't say anything to prolong our agony. I must therefore return this to you.
By heck, lad, that's 2 close shaves in one afternoon. I don't know about you, but I could murder a copper. Oops, hang on, just a sec. Time for some cheese, methinks, Gromit. What do you fancy, lad? Edam or Wensleydale?
Nice. As like always, I'm gonna leave the credits on till it goes back to the main menu screen. And I'm gonna take a picture of the credit screen, like I do with most of my games. And there we go, people. That's the last of the Wallace and Gromit episodes. And the end of the Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures playthrough. Just before I end the stream, let me just give a quick summary of what I thought of the game so far. Really excellent. It has that great Wallace and Gromit charm that I love. Great animation. Some pretty nice storytelling for the general franchise as a whole. And really likable characters with our protagonist. As for the game itself, really smart with some nice puzzles that, of course, I had to use this because some of them were really well crafted or intense. And of course, I'm pretty retarded when it comes to that stuff. But overall, in conclusion, loved playing this game because it was just a nice experience with Wallace and Gromit in general. And that's pretty much it for a stream. As for what I'm going to stream next on this channel, we'll have to see because there's a whole bunch of games I want to do. And that's pretty much it. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Take it easy, and until next stream. And for those that actually watch my channel for non-streaming videos, look forward to me playing one out maybe this week, or like next week. That's what I'm gonna plan to do, so look forward to that, people. Yeah.